Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Doctor. We are from Group 5, Section 2, presenting about construction of double-story terrace house with cool roof green technology. Here listed about table of content. Firstly is introduction, second life cycle cost, third work breakdown structure, fourth cash flow diagram, five project finance, six project finance statement, and conclusion.
Here's our mission and vision for semester construction at SDN BHD. Our mission is to excel in completing value-added projects on schedule and at the highest standard possible, earnings the customer's top preference. Our vision is consistently provide our client with outstanding value and advanced building solutions. This is our organization chart. Ms. Aisha Long as Chief Executive Officer CEO, Ms. Nur Aini as Project Engineer, Ms. Nur Shamila as Architect, and Ms. Kurata Anissa as Construction Engineer. Introduction. The detailed project is, the location is at Jalan Perniagaan 2 in Muar Johor. It is about double-story terrace house. The project name is In the House with 10 units with a plain area 100 meters square for each house. The cool roof is one of the green technologies that was applied on the In the House project. Duration construction is 2 years. The benefit of cool roof is reduce use of electricity bills, provide comfort indoor, provide good air quality. Sources of funding is from LHDN, Sika Kimia SDN BHD as supplier, and M-Bank for loan. Method of financing, initial investment RM 3 million, debt 20%, which is 600,000 ringgit, and equity 80%, which is 2,400,000.
I'm going to talk about life cycle cost. Firstly is life cycle cost is asset over the duration of its useful life is known as life cycle costing or whole life costing. Second is purpose. The purpose is to expand building from construction to usage and maintenance to end of life. The consideration is systematic cost study, key sources of cost identified, identify priority area for improvement in the baseline design. The stage include the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and deadline stage. For the calculation, which means we need to state the cost construction, which means here we state for this project 3 million for 10 unit house, and the operation and maintenance cost, which means 240,000, and the disposal cost, which is 10,000. As we can see here, the LCC calculation, which means the CC plus CU plus CEOL. The total for this LCC, which means 3,250,000.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aisha Long. Now I will talk about the work breakdown structure for this project. A work breakdown structure is the hierarchical decomposition of a project, product, or objective into smaller, more manageable components. It represents the deliverables, tasks, and activity required to complete a project or achieve a specific goal. The WBS breaks down the work into smaller, more manageable pieces, enabling effective planning, scheduling, and control of the project. The purpose of the work breakdown structure is to break down the project or objective into a smaller, more manageable component, allowing for effective planning, organization, and control of the work. It supports project success by providing clarity, structure, and a basis for collaboration and decision-making throughout the project lifecycle. This is the work breakdown structure for our project, which is the double-story terrace house with cool roof drain technology. The work breaks down into 7 categories, which are preliminaries, earthwork, structure, architecture, M&E, infrastructure, and project finish. This is the estimation cost based on the work breakdown structure. The total cost of this project is 3 million ringgit. The preliminary is 210,000 ringgit. The upper is 132,000 ringgit. The building work is 2,578,000 ringgit, while the building finish is 80,000 ringgit. This is the expenses and capitalization for our project. The project initial cost is 3,250,000 ringgit. This is the total cost for 2 years, which is 24 months. The total for management cost is 444,000 ringgit. The total for utility cost is 278,000 ringgit. The total for machinery cost is 35,060 ringgit. And the logistic is 606,000. And the total for labor cost is 900,000 ringgit. The total cost for raw material is 165,970 ringgit, and last but not least, for total maintenance cost is 100,000 ringgit. So our initial cost is 3,250,000. The construction cost is 2,001,030 ringgit, and for operational and maintenance cost is 1,150,000 ringgit.
Next, this is part of cash flow diagram. Cash flow is the movement of money into and out of a business. Positive cash flow is defined as more money entering the firm than is it leaving, whereas negative cash flow is defined as more money leaving the business. Cash flow from operation, investing, and financing are typical categories. Operating cash flow includes all funds generated by a company's core business operations. Investing cash flow covers all capital asset purchase and investment in other ventures. And financing cash flow covers all funds raised through the sale of debt and equity as well as all payments made by the company. The purpose of cash flow diagram. First, project evaluation. Cash flow diagrams are commonly used in financial analysis to assess the feasibility and profitability of a project. Second, investment analysis. Cash flow diagram assists investors in evaluating the potential returns and risks associated with an investment. Third, capital budgeting. Cash flow diagrams play a crucial role in capital budgeting, which involves determining which project or investment to pursue. Fourth, cash management. Cash flow diagrams are used by business to efficiently manage their cash. Five, risk management. Assessment the financial risk involved with a project or investment is made easier with the aid of cash flow diagram. This is our cash flow diagram for our project, double storage terrace house with good roof green technology. Outflow cash, investment that include construction costs, total annual operation, maintenance costs, and disposal costs. For inflow cash, our revenue from rental and salvage value is about 100,000. For the amount of capital project, is 3,250,000 for construction period 2 years and annual income 180,000, salvage revenue 100,000 and total amount is 280,000.
Next, I will present about the project finance of this project. Next, I will talk about debt and equity. The debt is the practice of obtaining capital for a company or person from outside lender like bank, financial organization, or private investor, while the equity is the process of raising capital through selling of shares. This is different of equity and debt. For equity, there is no guaranteed returns in equity. There is ownership and voting rights. It is last to get a chance of recovering the money that is invested. It benefits from the company's performance. It is riskier, thus higher cost as investor required high return. For debt, it is consistent interest payment where there is no ownership in debt. It prioritizes the case of bankruptcy. There is no difference if the company does poorly. It is less riskier because investors don't require as high return.
For finance analysis for double-story terrace house with cool roof green technology, we calculate here the debt value is 650,000 and the equity is 2,600,000. And after that, we need to calculate the capital asset pricing model, which means the value after calculation is 10%. Next, we need to calculate the weighted average cost of capital. First of all, we can see here that in the formula, we have to identify the V value by using the formula E plus D. And then the tax rate means same with corporate tax rate. For Malaysia, we know that 24% is the corporate tax. And by using the formula, we can calculate the overall value and we got 6.37%.
After that, we have to calculate the net present value (NPV). For the formula of net cash revenue is total income minus total cash expense. For the total income of our project is 180,000 minus total cash 30,000 and we get 150,000. For the calculation of net present value according to formula below, NPV equal F over 1 plus R power of n. Then we can see the table of net present value for every duration from 1st July 2023 until 1st July 2024. And we get the total net present value is 75,248.40 because the NPV equals 75,248 and 40 is more than zero. The investment is lucrative and the project can be approved.
In conclusion, the information provided thus so far about the 10-unit double-story terrace house in the house project under Semesta Construction SDN BHD. The life cycle cost LCC work breakdown structure WBS, cash flow diagram CFD and net present value NPV were just a few of the variables used to examine the project's financial and operational characteristics. Green technology construction was applied in the construction of the Indah House project. The cool roof is one of the green technologies that was applied to the Indah House project. The outcome demonstrates that the double-story terrace project's 10-unit Indah House net present value is more than zero. The initiative is therefore considered as one that will be successful and create value.